Never assume that because a man has no eyes, he cannot see. Close your eyes. What do you hear?
Starlight chivalry, things bright, making things ignited. The sky-earth relation is craving dark invasion. Patriots tying knots and flocks, flipped heavily, steadily, repetitively, wise and caution at the terracotta auction. Earn the right to bid, confess everything, stopping yourself from cropping, tsunami dropping, kill the earthquake and Haitian creations of ungodly deprivations, contaminated self-righteous nationalistic flags are raising. My friends, we're swinging in the social tree vines, swinging into coal mines, living amongst the pines, given a second chance, trying to live at the vine. Long drives and sunsets, heavy eyelids and bone set, jaws wired and casts, Ass Wednesday and midnight mass. Listen on the corner to crass and drop kick, hi-hats pressing, ears pounding from the drum kicks. Hip boss annihilates those ready to take a samurai stance, ninja animalistic glances, back fist, backward spinning hook kicks, eagle claw deprived dragon fighting phoenix, Bronx phonics, and disease curing stirring for the breath of the three-section staff. Denerving the deserving is whirling whip, reptilian's tiger claw project is unfurling, leopard palm like napalm dragon manifesting, spirituality of a white crane, slithering snake, pinpoint target, aggressive target spreads and beheads the cynics of farce opinions and divisions, remembrance, hell and contempt, exempt, preemptive, empty, flawless and faulty, lost in a vault, the milkshake real halts, K-RINO silent stops, rocks, flying hawks, leaving new schoolers in shock.
I specialize in leaving cabbages red, make you a human pin cushion using daggers instead, total indiscreet rage, take every piece of confetti from a parade and make me a 90 feet page. I bring 10,000 miles if you bring an inch, 1,000,000 pounds of pressure in a two-finger clinch. The disparage heightens. I tried to marry a she-tarantula, but they wouldn't grant us a marriage license. When will they learn? My best friend is a tapeworm, and when we find a new body, we take turns. Don't be ill-advised, you'll be vilified. I wear a bad skin, but usually the bad's still alive. They say my words, it'll burst they lip. A star constellation was my first birthday gift. The blade user, brain juicer, cranial lemonade oozer, mind peruser, harder than an object viewed by Medusa. I said what I said to the predators bled, words embedded like lead, you hanging by a thread of a thread. I still recall the words that the paramedic had said. He credited my work, told me I left him deader than dead.
I hear the water, I hear the birds.
Do you hear your own heartbeat?
No.
Do you hear the grasshopper, which is at your feet?
Old man, how is it that you hear these things?
Young man, how is it that you do not?
This channel is about hip-hop. Nothing but hip-hop. This channel was designed to attract and locate hip-hop heads of the highest regard from all over the world. This channel grows slow because finding the right people takes time. If you are watching this live video right now, it means you bleed and breathe hip-hop. We're glad you're here. You are why this channel exists. Now let's get the party started. Enjoy the show.
Yo, buddy, me and Ignacio invented a new show for the .3 every month on the podcast.
MC Olympics.
And it involves 16 MCs on the community page getting voted down to 8, and then on the podcast going 4 rounds of 2, cutting into 8 down into 4, and then taking intermission and doing the bottom 4 against each other, then having a championship vote so that one MC of the 16 wins the podcast.
What is up, everybody? My name is Milkshake. Welcome to the show. We got a lot to talk about tonight. There is a ton of stuff going on the channel, and if you're watching this in the future, listen up, because we got a bunch of shit going on. The seeding voting in the quarterfinals is over. All of us are now, and just so you know, Ignacio, your mic is off, so I couldn't hear you say there.
I said done.
Done. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't know what you said. But we are done. We are now building the playlist for tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
I have my first choices are from Kaiju, COVID Center, and K-RINO Smoke. So those are my top 2 choices. I got 2 in the finals. Ignacio, I got K-RINO and CANIBUS in the finals, or in the semifinals. Finals are the second half of the podcast. So in the semifinals, I have two of my MCs. CANIBUS had 11 likes, and K-RINO had 11 as well.
11 as well.
Wow, 22 people on my channel like CANIBUS and K-RINO. That's fantastic. Who'd you have, Ignacio?
I had Inspector Deck.
Nice. That's fucking.
Yeah, he got 10. I had Kambata and Jean Grey, but they didn't fare very well.
No, they didn't. I noticed a comment. I think it was Paul Sample said, if someone wants to vote for someone for someone, vote for Jean Grey, but it wasn't Jean Grey. I don't know what he was talking about.
I don't know
He's
why.
here. Maybe Paul, if that was you, could you explain what you meant by that? But yeah, Jean Grey didn't make it. Lady Puente, could you have?
I had Rakim and Master Ace.
And Master Ace is at the coin toss coming up shortly.
Yeah, Rakim's got 10 votes, and Master Ace and Lupe Fiasco.
Why don't you, Ignacio, that's a good idea. Why don't you take a second and go through all of the seedings, and let's tell people who's going against who.
Well, I can tell you tonight, Redman was number 1. He got the number 1 seed with 16 votes.
16 votes.
16 votes, and he will either battle Master Ace or Lupe Fiasco, depending on what the coin flip is this evening. K-RINO and Mos Def will be going at it.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
CANIBUS and wait a minute, hold on. 7, 2 and 7, and then CANIBUS and Inspector Deck will be going.
Oh my God, that's insane. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
Rakim and MF Doom.
Oh my God, Rakim and MF Doom.
Yeah.
Wow, an old school descriptive rapper and an old school fucking hard pounding rapper.
That's crazy shit, man.
Those are crazy mashups, dude. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna battle. So the 1st and 8th seed, Redman, and between the coin flip, Master Ace and Lupe Fiasco, they will go first. There'll be a video from Redman, then a video from Lupe Fiasco, and
or Master Ace.
Or Master Ace, depending. And we will talk about each song like we always do in the podcast. It'll be the exact same as it always is. But at the end of the second song, we're going to have a vote for who wins that battle. So you guys got to stick around and be sharp and be listening during the podcast on Tuesday.
Right.
So what else we got to talk about? That's about it, right? We got to coin flip.
Well, and then from there, depending on who wins the 4 MCs who win their battle, we'll move on to the next round, and then out of those 4, we will vote and figure out who is the champion of broadcast of the podcast.
Yeah. So what we can do is do after the semifinals, before we get into the finals, we'll take like a good long 5-10 minute intermission.
Right.
Get the comments into the chat. It's pretty simple. If we fly by the seat of our ass, we're gonna be able to make this successful. It's gonna work. Like we're seasoned enough that we'll figure it out while we're doing it.
I think I've got it figured out where all I got to do is, it's easy. It's gonna be easy. It'll be easy.
And you're an admin on my StreamYard, right?
I am.
So you can put comments in the chat.
I can, but remember, I won't be here tomorrow.
Oh, you're not gonna be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that.
I'm gonna send everything. I'm gonna send you everything you need to know.
Send it in an email. Maybe that'd be the best.
You got that right, Hot Rod.
Right now, I got that. Okay, cool. We will make that happen. Okay. Well, tonight, guys, we got a special night for you. This night is dedicated to Toxic, aka Lethal Sub-Zero 649. We have Ignacio has pieced together a playlist there we go. Has pieced together a playlist of 3 K-RINO tracks and 3 CANIBUS tracks. So that is what you're in for right now. Yes, Chuck, nothing will go wrong, actually. I will ace it. Nothing goes wrong if the show ends. If the show ends, everything was fine.
Everything's great.
K-RINO, this one is called Flash Backwards. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This show is dedicated to Lethal. Is he here? He's not here yet.
I don't think so.
He was watching at work this afternoon.
Backwards. What if we could
What if we could on our own?
The mind triggers an action.
What if we didn't have a choice?
The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told.
A picture captures a moment, a song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. A picture captures a moment, a song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. Here I stand, a full-grown man, assessing my future plans. From the point where I am, my memory opens up and then it starts to expand. And aspects of life began to be reran. Normally I'm moving fast, no thoughts of the past.
Behave yourself, Chuck. Behave yourself.
More vivid than last week. Recollections from my far and immediate past creep. Feeling partially sedated, or should I say half sleep. Had to sit down and think what's happening in my mind. How come my brain is now just recapturing the times I can see my whole history in flashes of my prime. Clear visions of my existence are graphically defined. Nothing blurry or cloudy, they definitively come. Instead of tapering off, they continually run across my timeline, diametrically directed, manifesting quicker than my aptitude to process it. A picture captures a moment, a song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth
Larissa's here.
A picture captures a moment, speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. I can feel myself going back. I can feel myself going back. I seen it all and done it all without knowing that. When the trouble winds blow at me, I'm blowing back. How can all these thoughts navigate this fast indeed? 24 billion miles per second is the average speed. I'm still alive, I ain't dying, don't confuse the game. Life ain't flashing before my eyes, it's traveling through my brain. Building up my character to face a better foe. Preparing me for something bigger than I'd ever know. Some of my points of stress have not been honestly addressed. Can't be my best with dark moments subconsciously suppressed. A total sum of me is what I made it become. All categories of life consolidated as one. You have to make your life do it, not do what it makes you. You have to take the world over before it overtakes you. It captures a moment, a song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. A picture captures a moment, the song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. The cause will soon materialize shortly. A couple of hours of thought to 5 years off me. Light strikes my eyes, I'm instantly energized. Within a matter of minutes, I looked and I'm 25. I smiled when I arrived, celebrated all the way there. When I reached 22, I was wishing I could stay there, but I kept going backwards, looking younger in the mirror. Every stage that I entered played music from the era. It was beautiful as ever. I was youthful, I was clever. Didn't want to move from it cause I knew that it was better. I slipped up my teen years, now whether spoken or not. I feel that I'm going too far back, hoping it stops. Middle school, elementary school, no longer older. Now I can't talk, I can't even walk. I'm in a stroller, then back to the day of birth. Somehow I remember though, back into the belly, changing from fetus to embryo. Then a sperm cell exiting the egg in reverse. Then out of the memory of both parents I dispersed. Then I heard a voice say how ungrateful that I had been. It said when you appreciate life, I'll send you back again. A picture captures a moment, a song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. A picture captures a moment, the song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. A picture captures a moment, the song speaks to the soul. A prayer strengthens the spirit, the world seeks to control. The mind triggers an action, your life's part of the whole. The eyes can tell a story that the mouth is never told. Yo.
That's a dope track.
Hell yeah.
You know, I got a couple things that I want to talk about.
Okay.
So one is, what happened to Lady Poetic? She disappeared?
Yeah, she was. I don't know how she was there. I don't know.
So one thing is, one of my best friends has Down syndrome, and he has an impeccable memory. And he remembers his entire life. He remembers everything I've ever said to him, every YouTube video we've ever made together.
Oh, wow.
He remembers everything.
Okay.
And he swears on his mother's life that he remembers being in her womb and remembers being a baby and remembers being, because he didn't really learn to talk till he was like 3 or 4, right? Because he was delayed because of the Downs. So fuck it. But he remembers the struggle of not knowing how to speak. And that takes me to my next point.
Really?
I don't have memory like most people, I don't think, because of my brain injury. Like I really think I am so successful because I live purely in the moment and shit doesn't drag around with me. I don't drag around shit. I have zero guilt. Like I don't have any guilt. Like I feel like I've been transparent enough in my life and came to terms with things I've done wrong and tried my best to correct them, that I'm happy with it. That I'm happy with it. I'm okay with it. You know, like I think I've made efforts to, and it's being transparent with yourself. So what did I do? What did I do to preserve memories, dude? He's talking about songs. He's talking about playing the music that he was listening to in that era to rekindle memories of youth. What did I do, dude? My whole adult life I've been getting tattooed. I can look at every single one of my tattoos and remember where I was, who I was hanging out with, what bands I was listening to, where I lived. It's just like that triggers my memories for him. Like, and it's art. It's all art. Art triggers memories. So I love that.
For sure.
I'm going, yes, you can insult me anytime you want, Clarissa. You have, and you've never insulted me as far as I'm concerned. Actually, not once. But I'm going to give that a 9.6. We're in for a treat tonight. Ignacio, what are you saying?
I admit that I haven't gotten into K-RINO's catalog like a lot of
He's
his
in MC
fans.
Olympics, bro. On
No,
my
I know.
We're
But
going
what I'm
to.
saying is he has so many albums. I just haven't had a chance to really
like
sit
40.
down and go through, a lot. I think, Lethal. I think I'm with Lethal on this one. I think this has to be my favorite K-RINO track that I've heard from him so far.
Wow.
I like the beat that he was on. I appreciate, I appreciated the concept track and not the onslaught of skill of being the metaphorical genius that he is.
Yeah.
Like, and the onslaught is cool sometimes. Sometimes you want that. You know what I mean? You want that, just that hard hitting, just like like you guys feel with cannabis. Like you guys want that sometimes. You just gotta have
insanity. Yeah.
Right. So like I think it's great to have that sometimes. But this
Good
track,
structure.
Yeah, this track,
chorus was dope.
Yeah. I really appreciated this track in a different way. So I think I'm gonna give this one a 9.2.
9.2. Lady Poetic, what do you say?
Yeah.
This is my preparatory sentence. Am I lagging it all for you?
Maybe a little bit, but who cares?
Okay, just roll with it. Okay.
I'm rolling with it.
So is an exemplary lyricist, and I agree. I'm familiar with a lot of his material, but that being said, what he's capable of, and this track really shines as he does.
Yep. Oh, damn it, Lady Poetic, you still are lagging a bit. God damn it.
Shoot. All right. Well,
try a reboot. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's weird. Is it lagging for you too, Ignacio?
A little bit. 9.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
it.
Okay. Yeah. Solid 9. Solid 9. I didn't give much time for a vote, but 100% say yes. So let's do that again. That is going on the playlist. Next one that we got for you is also from Lethal, because every song tonight is from Lethal. This is K-RINO, Flawed Technology. Flawed Technology. Let's get into it right now. By the way, anybody just watching us now for the first time, we got MC Olympics happening tomorrow. It's a big ass tournament. One of the MCs that I seeded in the initial 16 is K-RINO. My other is CANIBUS. Both my MCs made it. At the end of the show, we'll recap and we'll do the coin flip for Lupe Fiasco. Or do you want to do that now, so we don't forget? Wait till the end.
It doesn't matter. You're already into this one. Just keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So this is K-RINO, Flawed Technology. Let's do it.
Everything meant for good is being used for evil. Everything meant for good is being used for evil. Flawed technology, universal dichotomy, malicious policies, part of the fulfillment of prophecy. Morally corrupted experiments are conducted. Our impoverished state has been intricately constructed. Gullible people tricked by the ones who shouldn't be trusted. Some were to be the guinea pigs, others would be the puppets. Efforts to twist our brains be done in open plainly. Science and medicine being utilized inhumanely. The people with control of the system, they be the evilest, deceiving us with poison ingredients that they're feeding us. These are just a few of the treatments they put the frequent use in. What they seek to do is remove your power to reproduce. Falsely educated your children, you think you saving them. Nothing was wrong with your baby till you vaccinated him. He's like a war victim in the MMR prison, cause the shots from these vicious frauds gave him autism. No matter what the doctor's speaking, the sickness only deepens. Diseases are needed just to keep profiting from the treatment. Everybody's consuming them, never become immune to them. Straight injecting humans with mercury and aluminum. Harvesting your organs are raw and a savage thing, and feminizing the men with the chemical atrazine. They placing it in the water and soon it becomes apparent, and its mission is to trigger a hormonal imbalance. They use the people just like lab rats and lab monkeys, self-monitored robotic social media junkies, and keeping everyone in one pool is their intention. Like fools, we enlist to be tools of their inventions. So simultaneously they can keep an eye on society, cause people using Facebook and Twitter as open diaries. Autobiographies of debauchery, not knowing that there's someone in their headquarters watching these. And we divulge our whole life situation, no moderation, willingly giving information up with no provocation. Then what? What's on the TV, you believe every clip. Then from CNN and Fox News, they read you the script. And just because they show you something, still don't guarantee it. Gotta be skeptical to believe it, even when you see it. So many versions of what happened and options to put it. They can manipulate the storyline and doctor the footage. They spying on citizens using unscrupulous means. Meanwhile, we use our smartphones to do the stupidest things, to the point of them destroying us. We seem to be close, and they study your mind based on the things that you post. Mentally engineered self-hatred deep from within. Body implants, plastic surgery, and bleaching your skin. Then we weekly defend acts that place us in the slow grinder, cause the worthless things that we major in are so minor. Sophisticated killers now conspiring a plot. They skillfully assassinate you without firing a shot. Could be an activist, they hate a politician in office. The murders of them all are marked down as natural causes. Tampering with the forces of nature, they sick and remorseless. Silent executors poisoning the planet's resources. Generations of violations, irreparable damages. Technology misused for military advantages. Television programming that programs who watches it, hypnotizing us all from intelligence to the opposite. It's mostly done for control and proceeds. Genes pumped into animals to double their growth speed. The invention of spy drones that see in your place, plus cameras and satellites that can spot you from space. Facial recognition devices, RFID chips. Anything used for evil, Satan's world is equipped. Flawed technology, universal dichotomy.
God, that's scary.
Technology, universal dichotomy. Flawed technology, universal dichotomy. Malicious policy, part of the fulfillment of prophecy.
Damn, dude, you know, like I once worked with this young man and his mom, and in their house, like private care, like pretty profound autism and cerebral palsy. So physical and mental stuff going on.
No.
And she swore up and down that it was young age vaccines that did this to her son. She swore by it. I worked with another guy. He had an anoxic brain injury, so he spent like 5 years of his life with decreased oxygen into his brain. And that formed a brain injury, so he has a very unique disability because there's no one in the world like him, right? It's like a very personal thing. And also his mom, same thing. I was very close to these people, swears to God it was vaccines. I'm vaccinated. I don't care if you're vaccinated, if you're not vaccinated. Government overreach is a really big thing. In Canada, I'm not sure if you've been following it, but our parliament just found that Justin Trudeau freezing truckers' bank accounts during the convoy of 2020 was unconstitutional and it was illegal. And I think it was. You know, I don't care if you're vaccinated. I don't give a fuck. To each their own, right? Like, do your own thing.
Right. Yeah,
we have to be aware that there is nefarious shit going on, and it's MCs like K-RINO and CANIBUS that bring light to shit that no one thinks about or reads about, because these guys are fucking thinking about it and reading about it. K-RINO is one of these guys where he thinks about these things that I never think about, and then I listen to the songs like, holy fuck, I should think about that.
I think it's the ability to dissect what you see in real time and interpret what you see within the scope of what your perceived reality is.
Yes, absolutely, well worded. And be patient before you spit your views. You know, think about it. Think about it. Dope track, deep. You know, nefarious action is real. What to the extent that's what you don't know. And if you go too hard, you're a conspiracy theorist, and if you go too light, you're a flake. You know, so it's like, what do? You just fucking try and live and survive. That's all I'm trying to do, man. Run my business, take care of my family. What the powers that be do to my world is against my fucking strength, dude. I can't battle against that.
It's above my pay grade at some point.
You just gotta adapt, and as consciousness expands and as social awareness expands within the large macro scale community that we're involved in, i.e. a country, once that evolves enough, society will take care of problems if they become too strong. That's what I feel. I feel like society is learning and growing and expanding as these nefarious things are becoming more prevalent and more severe. And once it gets to the tipping point, society will take over. I got faith in society, dude. I really do, because I know some good people out there. And K-RINO is one of them. I'm giving that an 8.7. What are you guys saying? No, 9.4.
Wow, that was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, 9.4.
Okay. I'm going to give it a 9. A 9. Another one that I enjoyed. I still feel the first song was still my favorite song so far that I've heard from K-RINO, but this was a dope track too, so I'm going to give this a 9.
9. Lady Putter, what are you saying?
Yeah, he did a really... Yes, okay. I know. I noticed it right away. This is it. Yeah. Everything's working. Top notch over here. Pardon me for the flawed technology before.
Ooh, well played.
Nice. Yeah.
Great wordplay on this one. I mean, this was a really, really dope track, and the rhyme schemes were brilliant. Tough subject matter to rhyme about. So this one hits home a little bit, and it's out there. You know, it's like Ignacio said. It's just your perception and your level of awareness and what your vantage point is when you look at about, you know, things like this and think about things like this.
I think a lot of it is like what you're willing to accept to learn. Like, are you willing to learn about this, or you just want to be ignorant? That's a big thing.
I don't know. There's some people's level of comprehension that doesn't allow them to.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Think at a certain level too. So.
Yep. Hey man, ignorance is bliss. That's why they say it.
It is what it is, right?
What are you giving it, Lady Podic?
I'm gonna go slightly under the first one, because I did prefer the first one just a smidge more. So I'm gonna give this one an 8.9.
8.9, and 100% has said it is going in the playlist. We are 2 for 2. That poll is done. By the way, guys, if you're watching this video in the future, i.e. tomorrow is Tuesday. If you're watching this video on Tuesday, K-RINO is an MC that I have drafted into the initial 16 round 1 MCs. He has made it past the community page vote. So is CANIBUS. We're listening to both those MCs tonight. Luckily enough, it's my next playlist to do, and it happens to be that my 2 favorite MCs are making it to the MC Olympics.
What do you know?
So I am gonna be fucking on fire tomorrow night. I got band practice beforehand, dude. It's gonna be savage.
Don't get too hammered, bro. Don't get too hammered.
I'm definitely going to. Guaranteed, guaranteed. Because I barely drank today, so it's like I'm making up for it tomorrow.
Of course.
Yeah.
Logic,
K-RINO,
right?
Yeah, logic. Band practice. Tuesdays are my nights to shine, bro. So it's flawed technology. That is going in the playlist. The third one that we got for you is our third and final K-RINO track of the evening. This one is called So Grateful. I was actually strolling past this song this evening while I was looking for my second. My second pick. If in the event that K-RINO makes it to the finals tomorrow night, I almost picked this song, but I figured I needed something a little more heavy or a little more hard. But this one's called So Grateful. Let's do it.
I'm so grateful. Be glad for what you got.
Universal Curriculum is a great album.
Feel me? Got a lot to be grateful for, but it's never nothing wrong with wanting a little more. Can't build a stack cloud by taking the back route. Eliminating that doubt's the only way to max out. When you young, you got the heart of a lion, and you execute your dreams with every part of you trying. That's the truth. Belief and confidence through the roof, and you always feel like your plans are bulletproof, but things ain't all smooth. I hate to inform you, disappointments come and time wears on you. Then you start to realize the tournament's long, and the flame that you once had ain't burning as strong. Now the prize that you're chasing is harder to see, cause the goal wasn't easy as you thought it would be. You accomplished a few things while traveling the road, so be mindful of your come-ups and thankful for those. Nah, I ain't riding in the fancy whip, and my clothes don't cost a grip. Sometimes I barely got enough to pay, but see, God woke me up today. And if the people never understand me, it's all good, at least I got my family. See the world how you choose, I won't debate you, but ain't no question about mine, I'm so grateful. Your reward is on the way because you gave a lot. It ain't about trying to match what your neighbor got. Getting yours, that should be the only stipulation. Don't base your life off another person's situation. Yeah, I know you see bad people who straight bubbling, and you doing everything right and still struggling. Temptation's a fast pass to live lavish. Blatant disregard for how good that you really have it. Once you let greed creep up in you, it breaks the fabric, and it's hard for that peace to be reestablished. You lost sight of the type of life that was right for you, and feeling like a certain things in life that you're entitled to. Wow, I might have knew if I followed the principle that success comes from doing what you're meant to do. Still complaining and wishing that better days hit you, when it's a lot who less fortunate that would trade with you. Nah, I ain't riding in the fancy whip.
Perspective.
And my clothes don't cost a grip. Sometimes I barely got enough to pay, but see, God woke me up today. And if the people never understand me, it's all good, at least I got my family. See the world how you choose, I won't debate you, but ain't no question about mine, I'm so grateful. Helping somebody's like planting the seed. You gotta be willing to give even when you in need. Don't wish for life to change like it magically will. You gotta start where you at now and gradually build. An envious heart can't hide, it's easy to spot it. Don't focus on what he got, find out how he got it. Asking why him and not you, that left you shook. Use that energy to figure out the steps he took. When you frowning on what you got, hateful and mad, imagine if you lost the so-called little you had. Appreciation would come fast when things get thin, and you'll be praying like crazy just to have it again. Bad thoughts breed tough times when forced a lot. Am I where I wanna be in life? Of course I'm not. I don't bathe in the bad, I endorse the good. Cause could my situation be worse? Of course it could. So see, nah, I ain't riding in the fancy whip, and my clothes don't cost a grip. Sometimes I barely got enough to pay, but see, God woke me up today. And if the people never understand me, it's all good, at least I got my family. See the world how you choose, I won't debate you, but ain't no question about mine, I'm so grateful.
It's a fucking killer tune, dude.
Yeah, that was dope.
That wakes you up. You know what, man? My almost 78-year-old mother, my dad's 78th birthday today. Larry turned 78 today.
Hey, happy birthday.
And my mom is shortly behind. And for the entire 41 and a half years that I've been her son, she has never complained about shit. And every time I end a call with her, she's like, yep, nothing to worry about. It's all good. I got nothing to complain about. I don't know if it's like a Catholic thing or like an Irish thing. It might be. Where you just fucking don't complain. Deal with your own problems on your own and with your inner circle. Don't just like publicly complain about shit.
You know,
it doesn't do any good for the world, you know?
Yeah, have you ever thought that maybe your mom took that more to heart after seeing what you've been through, and
for sure,
what you've accomplished and what you've been able to fight through.
I think that it definitely changed her perspective on what I'm capable of. I think it made her trust me more.
Right, but what I'm saying is maybe you inspired her a little bit to look at things in a manner of like, if he could go through that and still wake up every day and like be, look at the world and say, let's go get it, I can too.
I think you know my mother very well. You probably know her better than I do, just because I am my mother. I am so much like my mother, dude. It's crazy. But no, and I mean, dude, I want to, like, K-RINO's talking about what he wants to be remembered for and how he wants to live his life and the purity of focus. Like, focus is everything. If you can, what I lacked when I was sick for all those years, is I was too manic to focus on anything.
Right.
And now that my mania is gone, I have precise vision and focus. I can accomplish anything. If you can accomplish anything, if you think about it, you really can. Even if your brain's fried and knocked around and smashed up like mine is, you can still be successful. You just got to focus on the target and focus on the goal. I think that's what K-RINO's doing. He's so focused on leaving a legacy of bars for his family, like he said in the song. At least I have my family. I still have my family. That's all I fucking care about, dude. And you guys are family. Like, I consider you guys family, right? So there's around, I'd say there's 100 people in my army that is like ride or die.
Right.
I trust them with my life, and that's a lot of people. That's more than most have. I got customers and fans of my band and friends and family. I have a huge network of close people I keep, and that's the only fucking people I care about, to be honest.
Right.
And I think K-RINO kind of shares that with me, so I'm going to give that 9.4. I'm still going with the first song as his song of the night. 9. But we're still getting it. We're still getting it Canvas. We haven't even started yet. So what do you say, Ignacio?
I like this track, dude. It was dope, man. The K-RINO tracks tonight were a very nice change of pace. Like I said, they were dope. They were dope.
This is Lethal's specialty that we're getting into right now.
Right on.
K-RINO and Cannabis, right? This is where he shines.
I think I'm at an 8.5 with this one.
Good scores. Lady Pudick, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm right there as well. About an 8.5 on this one. I mean, it's a great message. He does a really good job with this one. K-RINO does a really superb job of being eloquent and complex, yet having very comprehensible bars. He's just very, very good at that.
There's always a point.
And this is a good example of that, I think. So, great choices tonight. I mean, it just shows what a versatile artist he is.
And shows what
like
a
mini
versatile
concert.
fan Toxic is.
Yeah.
To put these are just 3 random songs. You think
I just grabbed 3. I just grabbed 3 songs.
Toxic probably has 200 or 300 requests on the community page right now.
Somewhere close to that, probably.
So this is just random. This was put together by Ignacio. This is just his brain at work. This
Great
is
sampling.
Lethal's brain at work. So imagine how many good songs are on there if we just randomly found 3.
Damn.
But I think that speaks to the artist too. Like K-RINO is just unstoppable. So that is 100% yes. That is going in the playlist. We are now entering the cannabis era.
Awesome.
Let's get into it right now. This first one is called Psychosis. This is a Poet Laureate Infinity mix that we're getting into. We played one of these. We played it, me and K-RINO, but we almost played one of my Poet Laureate Infinity mixes, Capacity and Intent, with Cannabis that I put on Spit by Skin too. But Cannabis, I've worked with both these guys. I have tracks with both these guys. That's also fucking cool. How fucking cool is it that my 2 favorite MCs in our first MC Olympics get into the finals, and I've done tracks with both of them. But that's probably why they're my favorite MCs, because I have experience with both of them, right? But no, this is fucking dope. This is dope. The M's produced by Pirate. I got a track with Pirate too. That was produced by Pirate.
Interesting.
Pirate is a dope beat maker, dude, and also a dope rapper. I have him on Spit by Skin 3 spitting bars with me over one of his beats.
Oh wow.
So that's also fucking cool. Yeah. Pirate's dope. I still follow Pirate on like my family, like my wife and son, our Instagram that we have together. I follow Pirate on that one.
Nice.
Like, me and Pirate were buddies. I haven't talked to him in a while, but Pirate's dope. Wicked artist. Or this one. This one is produced by Pirate?
Psychosis.
Okay, cool. Psychosis is produced by Pirate. So this is a Pirate beat with some Canada's Poet Laureate bars. Let's listen to it right now.
Rip the jacker, hopper, cold-blooded, surely I celebrate capturing it from my taxiderm. Many under the name, but very few love it. Killing my health, rebuilding myself. Nobody ever feels what I felt. My body did not melt beyond the Van Allen belt. 33 is the number that enlightens the brother. Increase the star wattage with longer cycle times. One day, modifying the weather from behind the weather shield. Insight to the fullest, they could brighten the dullest. The relative radiance of the rhymes make it shine. To the jungles of Angola, writing with a feathered quill, getting more ill. It would be known I was transformed into a spirit with no shell. Man-made weapon, starship captain, etc. An impossible profession. Sentiment is made to explain the lesson. Be observing me perform surgery. The woman who is there, she will show you your full-size replica with 1,000-part message. Father Arthur, Paul Harper. I can move about freely. Ritual widow murder, searching for her urgently. Breeze to draw partner and a yoga.
I recognize these bars.
Still love them both. The time I mix the blood, so it don't coagulate, bitch, nigga. I never forget a face. The bombing will commence. One question per second. Mind, body, and soul determine the stability of the flow. The minerals where they grow, protoplasma recycles the matter perpetually. I rose, I fell. The coldness of heaven is like the coldness of hell. One answer per session. I might rip up your head. Make a run for your life like if I fought something. Then there was a greater way I learned at a later date. Metaphor driving and visualizing, reaching 1,000 bars and pulling me like planet inertia's Marshall several miles deep underneath the earth. Don't write, my eyes hurt. I'm forced to look downward to see inside the earth. The bird chirps dying in the dirt. The wings are burnt off. I'm not concerned though. The rate of learning began burgeoning. The magic won't work. Blinking like the text to edit cursor. I wouldn't let up. The earth is hurt, but not before I start cursing first. Necronomicon grimoires. Layer upon layer, unedited. Sentences sometimes too sensitive to make sense of it. Open the doors to the vortex that reaches from here to beyond. Involuntary catalepsy, battle me, baby. It gotta be difficult. 1,000 bars, nigga. After that, maybe. You lazy and you wanna be the best. You
crazy. The best train every day of the week.
Murder, kill drills. Smoking a chalice in the rabbit hole with Alice. Nobody can hold me back. My flow bloviates into a spiritual shape and co-creates rap. Fire and forget. Rhyme for respect. I didn't get that, so I wrote Poet Laureate. Fire and ash fall out. That's what it's all about. I figured out how to save water in a drought. If we save the right amount, I know we can make it out. We must construct a shelter, then build a wall around it. The best train every day of the week. But what did that mean specifically? The story of Bruce Lee. Williams was real ill, but now I chill. What are you building, biz? Is it a flying silver disc? An asteroid field where every rock is shaped like my seal. Propulsion system, gravity driven, white hot thermal external vision. Rip spit bananas. Systematic global geographic systemic neosynapses. Reload the graphics, notice I spit it rapid.
Okay, I'm not sure for anybody watching who doesn't know about Poet Laureate Infinity. 1,000 bars, a cappella from CANIBUS. And like my Poet Laureate Infinity track that I did with CANIBUS on Spit by Skin 2, we like let the bars go. We like picked full 8-bar sections of bars. Now, what Lethal has done and what Rippers do, these are bars from every point of the 1,000 bars from all over the place. Like, this shit is cut and put together so complicatedly. Like, these bars are all split apart. Like, you'll take 1,000 bars and make 1,000 audio clips with each bar, and then squish them all together in certain ways to say different things and to make different points and to reach new consciousness. This shit is what it's all about. That is a dope mix. This is what this right here. Listening to this stuff with Reptilian, back in like 2006, 2007. This is why I started rapping this stuff. This is why I got into it. This is why I'm a cannabis nerd. Because Laureate Infinity was the first hip hop I was introduced to. This is me. This is what I love. Killer Mix. Loved how the beat came in heavy in the chorus and it was really loud in the chorus and then settled down for the verses. Wicked production by Pirate. Wicked ripping by Toxic. That is from Toxic himself. That must have taken fucking 30 hours. I bet that took 30 hours to make that mix. That's fucking impressive. I'm going to give that a solid 9.1. That's my shit. Ignacio, what do you say?
I guess maybe I was with the beat. I heard there was a section where there should be a hook or a chorus, but was there like a legit?
There wasn't there wasn't a repetitive chorus.
Oh,
it was just bars.
I didn't think
over the
so.
chorus.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
Keep in mind, like Cannabis didn't make this track. Lethal did. Out of Cannabis bars, right?
I understand. I understand what you're saying. I to be honest with you, I kind of lost him a little bit in some parts of the beat, and I couldn't really like the beat overpowered some of the vocals.
The beat was a little loud. The beat was a little loud at some points, especially in the chorus. The chorus section. It
was kind of hard to catch some of the punchlines. It's kind of you know what I mean. Some of the rhymes that he was putting together, but I guess I got to hear some more to really appreciate it on your level,
right?
But
you'd have to listen in your headphones, lay down on the couch for 8 hours, and listen to 1,000 bars a cappella, like I used to do when I was learning how to rap. Right, like that's what I did. I just lay there and listened to it.
There's no way now that would happen.
No,
now.
I know.
Like, you caught me like 20 some odd years ago.
There has been talk of 10,000 bars. There has been talk of 10,000 bars for years, and I guarantee you, he's got a vault locked up with 8,600 bars. I bet you that he's just sitting on, waiting to finish. You know, it's exciting. So what are you giving it, Ignacio?
I'll give it a 7.75.
7.75. Lady Pike, what are you saying?
That's really open. I really appreciated that breakdown. Thanks for explaining what Poet Laureate Infinity is. The concept is really revolutionary. You know what he did with this to create 1,000 bars that you can, with the mixing board, that you could chop up and create an infinite amount of new songs with his vocals and his lyrics. It's just really a mind-blowing concept.
Make your own Cannabis songs. It's crazy.
You know, he immortalized himself alive in real time.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of rips.
It's just it's just really something. So moving on to this track itself, you know, I've heard a lot of mixes over the years. You know, I mean, this album came, was it 07 or 09? It was 07.
It was around there. Yeah.
Right. So 2007. Yeah. The beat was nice on this. You know what they did with this one though? I know these lyrics. They chopped words. They didn't just chop bars or verses.
I know words.
Individual words on this one. You know that
a couple of the bars were in my track too. But yeah, there were word for word bars slopped together.
I mean that's nuts. That's
Shan 51. Me and Shan 51 and in Infinite Phase. And hopefully Lethal, and hopefully you are going to do a Cannabis Ripper night. And we're planning it. I'm talking to Infinite Phase and Shan right now. I've already talked to Lethal. And we're going to have a night where we just listen to Poet Laureate Infinite mixes from all the old mixes from
Oh, damn. Okay.
We're going to do like 10 mixes. We'll stay live for like 3 hours and just biss out hard.
I got one in the vault that's really nice, man. Let me see if I can dig it up.
Yeah, well, but anyway, I figure if there's 5 of us, we'll all bring 3.
Okay. So yeah, dope beat on this. Interesting, really tedious chopping, but you know, it blended pretty well. But again, too, I have a lot of other mixes for comparison. So I'm going to give this one probably 8.2.
8.2, 67% say yes. So we have a Poet Laureate mix on the fucking playlist.
Right on.
Take that, Ignacio.
Doesn't mean I have to listen to it. I can skip it.
You don't have to, but we will. I will every time. Next one we got, guys, is CANIBUS called Apathy. This is another Lethal Plue chop up mix. Let's get into it right away. This one is fully chopped word for word, word for word.
CANIBUS speaking alone with Paul athlete poems alternate the apathy artfully change what I see saying secret running right through me understanding everything most seen devised heaven and hell completely damaged the will submersible strength I feel everybody's feelings are real CANIBUS floating consciousness in an asteroid field filming fireworks from over the earth flying frozen seeing the universe give birth rhyming soul timing then my words Can I bust alone the acronym advocate unknown wishing alone construct a starship Sophia Stewart smoking CANIBUS pass it's a CANIBUS Sophia Stewart smoking CANIBUS out the chalice airborne advance atheist manipulate the matrix time and spaceship lyrics give you face with alone cold the coldness shape shift machine manifest from out the matrix
Oh, that's it. That is technical mixing right there. And like this is the reason why CANIBUS fans love CANIBUS and why CANIBUS loves CANIBUS fans. You know, this is the reason. Think about the effort that went into this to immortalize a very unique, one-of-a-kind CANIBUS mix, word for word. Like cutting and chopping words and building bars out of words yourself and mixing it in time. And yeah, it was sporadic and it was hard to understand some of it, but it was all clicked in. It was all right on beat. That's fucking heavy-duty artistry right there. Whilst it is not really like a party rock out hip hop track, it is something that is unique in its own right and spectacular. That shit is so hard to do. It's so hard to just like mix a verse, let alone create a verse out of words, like cutting up words. We're talking like 0.2 second clips and swishing it all together. With like we're talking thousands or hundreds. How many words did he say? Hundreds of words. That's 100 of 0.5 second clips, even less, mixed together into some magic. That is impressive. Fuck, I love CANIBUS fans. They're the best. I'm gonna give that a 8.2. I wish it would have been longer. I was really just starting to vibe with it by the time it got going. By the time it ended. So yeah, 8.2. What do you say, Ignacio?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to turn my headphones down. I just couldn't
get with it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't get with that one at all. And I think we're I don't think I love an hip hop artist the way CANIBUS fans love CANIBUS. Like I think I overall love hip hop itself as an overall genre because
CANIBUS is a whole world.
When the debate of like, oh, the GOAT, you know, who's your top five? Like, I really don't have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I can tell you a bunch of MCs that I really like to listen to, and a bunch of MCs that I think are in certain areas, maybe top tier lyricists over some lyricists and things like that. But I guess I'm not immersed I've never immersed myself into one artist the way CANIBUS fans have immersed themselves into CANIBUS.
You know what I think it is? Go ahead.
Personally, I don't see the appeal of mixing another artist when at the time. Now, this is at the time when I was with my pen and you know, with beats and things like that, right? I wouldn't have seen the appeal of mixing and doing stuff with another artist when I could be doing that for myself, doing like my own things and
that's
other
the
things
point.
like that, right?
That's
and
the point that I want to make.
I don't have the attention span to sit there in front of a board and, you know, in front of a computer and put something together. Like, again, taking bars from, you know, all from Cannabis and mixing it with this and putting it to, I just don't have the attention span nor the desire to do something like that.
Well, this is what I think you're touching on. You scraped on a little bit. Being a musician in the early 2000s and you're trying to get heard and no one's fucking listening to your shit. You do all this work, you make all this music, and it fucking sucks because you're young and stupid. What did Cannabis do? He gave the struggling musician a way to make quality hip hop without using their voice. Just rip a beat off the internet and put some Cannabis bars on top of it, and you got your own fucking your own track. It's the best.
Yeah,
like,
but
look.
I don't.
And then you got the Rippers. You got the Rippers being like, "Oh, that's fucking awesome. This is fucking." We all work together and fed off each other. You know. So I mean, like,
yeah, I don't. I would rather have been writing my own bars the whole time than to have.
This is what taught me how to write bars and gave me the confidence to write bars, right? And some people needed that push.
Okay.
And I fucking love it and hate you for not. Just joking.
That's fine. I will give this a respectable 7.
Respectable 7. That's actually better than I thought.
Give it. Just out of respect.
That's out of pressure. Yeah.
No. Not out of pressure.
It better be a 7 at least. No, okay. Lady Pedic, what are you saying?
This is cool for me to have heard both of you guys and then come in at the end so I can like have both looking glasses to look through here.
Yeah.
So there's different ways to look at this. And one is the way that Conscience, you described it, which is what it is for the creative outlet and the art and what the Rippers and the Mixers did with these different tracks and what all goes into it, and it was a craft and it was, a timely thing and a passionate thing. So for this track itself, I like the beat. It's always fun to hear what people are going to come up with. I didn't like the modifications to Biss's vocals, because every word seemed modified somehow with some kind of an effect. And I think that just took away a little bit from what it could have been. And then looking at it from another angle, I wouldn't expect this to be a commonly digestible track for most hip hop heads. This isn't something that I'm going to, bump and listen to if I'm, wanting to listen to a song necessarily. But, as a Cannabis fan, I do want to hear what they've done with it and hear these new tracks and what can come out of this. So overall, not my favorite, but, respected it for what it was. So I'll give this a 7 as well.
7 as well, and 67% say no, so that one is not going on the list. But you know what? We got one Poet Laureate Infinity Mix on the playlist, and I think that is fucking sweet. I've been planting seeds of Cannabis on this show for 5 years. And it's slow, and now I got 11 votes on my Cannabis post for MC Olympics. So it's like slowly I'm gathering, like Lethal found me. Slowly I'm gathering the masses. It's like an open border. Just come on in and vote for me. I love it. I love it. I'm slowly gathering.
But see, here the thing about it is, you say that right now, and if Cannabis doesn't happen to win this week,
I'm quitting the podcast forever.
He's not. I mean, he's not gonna be in the 16 again.
Why not?
Are you gonna throw him in again?
Probably.
We'll just put him in the
We haven't defined those rules yet.
You can't use him as a handicap.
No, maybe like next year, like after because we can't. We can use one MC a year, because how this is going to work. Lady Poetic, you haven't heard my philosophy on this yet. If the champion MC from here, I'm going to put off this comment so we can make this its own video about the coin flip. So if one MC wins, let's say Cannabis wins. He automatically gets into the top 8 next month. So in theory, then, in 8 months, there'll be a show of champions. That's the grand finale. That's the Stanley Cup. That's the Super Bowl.
Wait, he goes on automatically into the 8?
Yeah, I thought so. The champion.
I thought they went automatically into the 16 to have another chance.
I was thinking the champion goes into the top 8, so that eventually in 8 months we have a champion we have a show of champions.
Well, you'd still have a show of champions because there's a champion every show.
I know, but imagine the show after 8 months will have 8 because if a champion makes it into the final 8. Then the next round, there's only 15 MCs. After that, there's only 14 MCs. After that, there's only 13 MCs. After that, there's only 12 MCs. And it goes all the way to 8. And once there's 8, that means there's 8 championships in one show. 8 champions in one show, all against each other for the master champion.
Right. But I think it's if they're that good, say CANIBUS does win. Okay, say CANIBUS does win.
But he might lose the next one. You know.
Well, what? Let me. Let me get my thought out here, bud. So say CANIBUS does win, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Easy to imagine.
He should. No. I think any MC, even if it's Red Band that wins, right? I think any MC should have to prove again that they can make it through the 16 back into the 8 again.
So then there's no championship show ever.
Yes, there is a championship show because every show you're going to have a champion MC.
So we'll just go back to that champion in the champion show.
Absolutely. Every champion.
When did we do that? Christmas?
Whenever it happens.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess that's up.
It builds up to the grand finale, man.
But what is the number process that leads to the grand finale?
What do you mean?
How often is it going to be? If there's
every point 4. Every point 4, there's a new champion, right?
Every point 3, there's a new.
Well, every point 3, there's a new champion, right?
So once we have 8 champions, we do a champion of champions.
Aye, Captain.
So it's so I get what I want, and so do you.
Everybody does.
Fucking A. That's great. So that's how it is. We should do the coin flip for Lupe.
Wait, did we do the last track already?
Oh, we haven't a song.
No,
yeah, we have
more.
Do we?
Yeah, there should be
so.
Right.
There should
more
be
CANIBUS
6, right?
track.
One more.
We just did. Oh yeah, there's 6. I keep on forgetting there's 6. Okay,
3
here we
and
go.
3,
okay, the next one that we're listening to is "Escape to Victory."
See, you're trying to escape to somewhere right now.
I'm just so used to 5 tracks.
Intruder alert. CANIBUS and Joe Buddha at work. Escape
Joe Buddha.
Victory. I'm in Nottingham, I can't believe it. I came from the West Indies on some MC shit. I double step 40 clicks a day. I train green, black, maroon, and blue berets. I sell a dream to you. I sell the oxygen you breathe to you. When I'm done, I make a thief of you. And I always share a piece of you. Cause the chances are by now you're probably a meat lover too. Prepare for the blitzkrieg blur of the fur. Put my CD in your Walkman and let it gently stir. Listen to my beast from the East verse. If you wanna witness the world's illest rapid work, perhaps some of my earlier work. Music makes me high, uniform and a couple clue tapes going berserk. One of the greatest rappers in the universe, literally crush you lyrically. Fuck what you think of me. Stop playing these childish games with me. It's not a game, it's war. Cause I get war. Stop all that victory. Bring the pain to your door. Cause I get war. Stop playing these childish games with me. It's not a game, it's war. Cause I get war. Stop all that victory. Bring the pain to your door. Cause I get war. Call the city of Nottingham. Tell them that I'm dropping in. Pair the pussy and weed for me as your
Gotta get his shirt on.
I rip the Jacket conference. Get the queen to sponsor it. And invite members of parliament. Bring the stage talk to Bill Gates. Cause I'm obsessed with the Microsoft Xbox's microprocess. I'll ask him if he heard 100 bars yet. Be psychotically complex. Comment on top secret documents. Show him that I'm not impressed. And I'm not a threat. Tell him my album drops on October 25th. 15 pounds or 1,500 pence. See true Hollywood stories from CANIBUS. Shows I'm booking them out. Push me around, get shook in the mouth. I permanently fuck up your smile. I'm like a crook in your house. A foot and mouth on the hook with some cows. I shouldn't be allowed to run around in your town running amok. Hopping out the cannabis bust. Fans bum rush me. Am I stunning or what? Can I bust a Joe Buddha running it up? 16s is not enough. You need 100 or up. Follow the leader till you find Jesus. Let's take a moment of silence for Leah. She was a diva, 1 in a million. I blow brilliant. I bent spoons with my mind before, but I never built it. You frontin' if you never heard me spit ill shit. You lying if you ever said I never killed it. You build with twigs and sticks. I build with bricks. Open the 7th seal after I reveal the 6th. Steal the 5th. Get on some 4 horseman shit. My 3rd, 2nd, and 1st verse metaphors is sick.
Tons of metaphors, tons of like wax lyrical fitness metaphors.
This is the escape to victory. The Ripper is more talented than Mr. Ripley. I'm more risky than circus gypsies. Born in the 50s and was ripping by the 60s. Still remember the first time that I removed a man's kidneys with ease, like a nightmare on Elm Street dream. Mini machetes sharpen the Wolverines. Injections to the neck or suppress the screams. Leave clues behind for the forensic team that inspects the scene. Serial killing machines to the extreme are all I've seen. Ethereal being, surgically supreme. MD slash MC slash you across the cheek and leave a gas that bleeds profusely. Truthfully, the cut is too deep, and the motherfucking Rippers running loose through the streets. Slippery is WD-40.
They sure are running through the streets.
Joe Buddha ripping the streets.
See, I got some criticism and I have some praise. Now, from a mixing standpoint, Biss has a very trebly, high-end voice. He's got a high voice. It's sharp. It's dangerously sharp. So the natural impulse while mixing is to compress it, to take that high end off his voice, add more bass, make it sound more baritone. But what they did is they got to a certain volume in their mix, and they said, "Oh fuck, it has too much high end on it. We got to cut that." And they compressed his vocal without upping the volume. What they should have done is compressed it, then turned it up. But they didn't turn it up. They left it low. And I guarantee you the first mix before they compressed it would have been so much better. Biss does flex bars in lyrical fitness bars in ways that MCs can't even imagine. Like his lyrical fitness is like much more of an exercise than just like, I'm the best rapper, fuck you all. He's saying shit within his metaphors. I love that. Yeah, not the best mix I've ever heard. This is old. This is probably like what? Lady Poeta, like 2002 probably?
Well, he referenced See True Hollywood Stories in this, so it's got to be post 05. So probably
Post
05, 06.
05, 06. So it is
Sure.
long. He's a long time ago. Candace was young. He was probably like in his 20s still. Still mastering the mix and getting to with producers and producers that can mix shit properly. I'm gonna give it a 8.0. Not the best. I mean, I love the content, but I thought the mix was kind of. I knew what happened. I could feel what they did wrong, like what I would have done instead. So that kind of makes me biased. What do you say, Ignacio?
I say that this was actually a much more digestible track and way. I prefer his voice at this tone and level. I don't like him screaming into the mic, or the way it sounds like he's screaming into the mic.
Right, he was screaming, but the mix didn't capture the high
so
notes.
what I'm saying, I like that better. I don't like all that high end stuff in his voice. I think I've said it before. That's what like gets me the most about it. It's his voice. Like it's hard to listen to him because of the tone of his voice. For me. But the only other criticism I have on this is the beat just kept going the same. I mean, yeah, it broke with the the couple of scratches here and there, but even that, underneath that, it was still the same ding 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 the whole time. So I don't know, that kind of wore on me a little bit. I'll give this a 7.2.
7.2. Lady Poetic, what are you saying?
Yeah, this was an interesting choice for a non-album track. Bis released so many of these over the years, just dozens and dozens of non-album tracks throughout the years, and we would just all keep them in folders. Man, yeah, it takes you back. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. I like it.
7.5?
It's not my favorite. I like it a lot, though. It's good.
Right on. 7.5 and 50% say yes. So should I veto my vote and get that on the
No, don't start being biased.
I want to open up the floodgates, God damn it.
Don't do it. No, I won't let you.
Okay, you got 5 seconds to vote yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, they voted no. Someone voted no. You bastards. You bastards. That was Clarissa. Guaranteed. Oh, now it's back up to 50. Someone voted yes. 5 more seconds. 5, 4.
You can't do that. It's not going on.
1. No, it's not. It's
not going on.
I have an idea, though, for a different Bis track to put on that I think Iggy will like with the tone of his voice. I have something else in mind for a future show now.
Okay.
Maybe you could put Cannabis into the round of 16 next month. I'll give you that. I won't do it. I won't do it.
This guy is forever looking for loopholes. He's forever looking for loopholes.
Hey, man, if I didn't do it, whatever. Just saying, Cannabis is open next month for MC Olympics. Okay, guys, speaking of MC Olympics, since we got 11 people here and us 3, there's 14 people enjoying this right now. Why don't we break down the votes again? Tell me who's seated against who, how many votes they got.
Well,
and then I'll do the coin flip.
I think, okay, you want to do that first? You want to do the coin flip first? So then we can tell everybody what the true seating is going to be?
Okay, so this coin flip is between Lupe Fiasco and
Master Ace.
Master Ace. So Lupe Fiasco is Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
And Master Ace is Lady Poetic. Here we go. There it is. Okay, so heads is Master Ace. Tails. Okay. Who are we doing again? Master
Lupe.
Ace. Lupe, right. I don't know Lupe that well. It is heads. Master Ace is going to. There it is. On top of my hand. Right through it is. That is a head. That is going on to the playlist. So Ignacio, do us your best with the final seedings.
Okay. So for the opening, for the top 8 is opening battle is going to be Redman versus versus Master Ace.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? Redman, yep.
Redman versus Master Ace. That's insane.
Second is going to be K-RINO versus Mos Def.
Ooh, that's interesting. Very different.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah.
And then we have CANIBUS versus Inspect the Deck.
Ooh, that's deadly.
And Rakim against MF Doom.
Oh my God.
So what I'm going to do really quick here. Go ahead. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm putting it in the chat so everybody can see it as well.
Oh, there we go. There it is right there. Oh, you got, because you copy and paste that all. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. So tomorrow night at 8:30 Pacific time, we got Redman against Master Ace. We got K-RINO against Mos Def. We got CANIBUS against Inspect the Deck, and we have Rakim against MF Doom. It is going to be a loaded show. Fire hot tracks every second. Tomorrow at 8:30 Pacific time. Join us then, and at some point after tomorrow's night podcast, we will get next month's round of 16 up and posted on the community page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the post on the community page for this round of MC Olympics. Because we don't need it anymore. And I don't want it to be confusing. It'd be fun to leave it for like nostalgia and history, but I think it'll just be confusing for people trying to vote. So I'm gonna delete it after this broadcast, and we will see you tomorrow night at 8:30 Pacific time for the first ever MC Olympics. We will see you then. Peace.
Enjoy.